Hi everyone! It wasn't that bright before. Hi everyone! Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games. Welcome to this evening's stream, and I've set the cameras up this evening, so that's why it's rubbish. Tony says, "Hui, is this a Geordie channel?"
No, I just can't type, Tony.
Yeah, well, welcome to this evening's stream. This evening I will be making a bit more progress on this Spellcrow orc bust. So it has had a little bit of a colour change since yesterday. Hi! When he was undercoated with a lighter green, and I figured that really it should be a bit darker to start off with, so I've mixed up a very dark green, which is this one here over at the left hand side of the palette, and I've base coated it in that, and then I'm going to work my way up through successively lighter tones of green. So I'm going to start on his back so I can get my hand in, shall we say, and then we'll work around to all the detail that's on the front. So he's got a few scars and stuff, this orc. He's obviously been in a whole load of battles. And as orcs get older, they get meaner, they get bigger and stronger, so and their skin gets darker. So we're going to leave him fairly dark in the colour, not going to get to like kind of a bright goblin green kind of colour. So we're going to, these brighter greens that are over here on the right hand side, they are for highlights and mixing only.
Pete's here.
Hi Pete!
Guess what?
Hydrate! Just on the water this evening. Run out of beer. And wine. So how is everybody? What you all been up to? It's been a funny old day today. I've been working from home, which has been very nice. Got to spend a bit of puppy play time with the new doggy. Very cool. But he has been once again asleep most of the day.
Sean's had the day off sick, so been on the sofa for the last 2 hours doing nothing. Oh no!
Oh no!
I hope you get better soon.
That's no good.
Is that anything? You're not telling us what you're doing or anything? You're not painting in the middle of the screen? Or...
Aren't they? Oh, sorry.
Oh, you just,
No, I didn't realise. I didn't realise. So what I'm doing is I am using some Reaper Forest Green, and I've mixed into that a little bit of black and Vallejo Military Green to make a very dark green colour here. So it's this is the military green and black mix that I use for the base coat, and this is the forest green, and this is my intermediary colour that I'm using here. So we're just kind of blocking in areas with this colour before we go for a lighter mix. Another layer. Decided that I didn't really want to use any washes on this guy because they take too long to dry. So we're going to just do progressively lighter layers of colour. And hopefully we'll get the right finish. I think that this is, as far as I can remember, this is the first bust I've ever painted, which is crazy, really.
Can't be.
I don't know, I can't remember ever painting one before. Don't know, my darling, can you remember me ever painting a bust before?
I don't know what you get up to.
Apart from you do. So, anyway.
Pete says you paint the Sigma one, and he also says you've got to put a hat on, and then a wig, and stretch.
So, I'm not entirely sure what you mean, Pete. Because I don't think that there is a Sigma, if that's what you mean, Age of Sigma. I don't think there is an Age of Sigma bust that I'm aware of, unless I've done one. I've got a massive dwarf that I've never tackled. There we go. There's a hat for you. There's a wig, and there's a stretch. The scenery piece. Oh yeah, no, that don't count. That was a bit of terrain. That was a bit of terrain. That don't count. I know what you mean.
So tell us all about Spellcrow. Tell us all about this bust. Come on.
Well, Spellcrow are a miniatures company from Poland, and they make some excellent quality miniatures in resin, primarily in resin. I think they do make some metal pieces as well, and they also produce a couple of fantastic game systems. Umbra Turris is the main one that I am aware of.
Skirmish game.
Yeah, which is a fantasy skirmish game. Very similar to original Warhammer in design, should we say, with like stats, movement, weapon skill, things that a lot of people are probably familiar with. And this is one of their miniatures. They also make an excellent range of upgrade parts for a popular science fiction war game. Orcs and guardsmen, etc. Space Marines and other bits and pieces. They make a variety of upgrade accessories and weapons that would be compatible with those things. And we stock them at Mighty Lancer Games. So we haven't stocked the conversion parts, the upgrade parts, because Games Workshop are a little bit funny about that kind of thing. But we do have all of their fantasy range of minis from the Umbra Turris range, and we've just had a restock of the rule books and miniatures. And now we've got some card packs that you need to be able to play the game, and play the game a little bit more effectively, shall we say. And a few other bits and pieces, some funky little monsters and some of their new releases. So we've got those in. Mrs MLG is working her way through those because it only arrived yesterday. Ah! Hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. Are you being naughty? I think he's being naughty. Sharon says that she's only painted 2 busts so far and really liking it. They don't really have a use in game, but they're quite different from minis and great for practicing as well. Tony says, phew, glowy thing done and head magnifiers are off. What did I miss? Ooh, all sorts of amazing waffle from myself, Tony. And possibly may or may not have seen Gizmo being plunged into camera seconds ago. I've got pink all over the place with this wig. Why did I pick this one? I don't know. So, just working my way around. I've done all his back with this first coat. And starting on his chest area here. Talking about eye magnifiers, I might have to switch my glasses in a second. What are you working on over there, Mrs MLG? Mrs MLG is still working on Sister Hazel.
What?
I had a sneaky look while I was setting up the...
You say he's still working on it. I've literally just picked it up. I wasn't working on it 3 seconds ago.
No, but you were yesterday.
I'm streaming it.
Yeah.
You had a sneaky look at how rubbish it is.
No, it looks good. I like her cloak.
Gizmo's helping me
To
paint it.
Is he still trying to like bite the end of your paintbrush?
No, he's biting that bracelet at the moment.
Yeah. He's very chewy at the moment, isn't he?
Oh, that's a puppy. That's what they do.
As well as looking super cute.
Well, they poo, wee and chew more than they look super cute. He's not too impressed with the rain.
No. Yeah, he didn't want to go out there.
So come on then, what are you going to use this up for? What paint are you using? What's your plan? Come on.
So I'm using some Reaper Forest Green, and I'm not going to use it for anything once I finish painting it, apart from looking good on my shelf.
Oh.
So I just wanted to have a bit of practice and possibly finally submit a bust. I've been trying to submit this thing for the bust category of the RCL for at least the past 2 quarters and failed miserably, so I thought that I might actually try and get it done and then I could submit it this quarter.
Hydrate! Everybody's got to hydrate.
But I think it looks super cool, so I want to do a good job.
Well, that's a bit kind of the reason that I've never painted the Hellboy bust that I have, because I'm just a bit scared to paint it. So it's just sitting in a cupboard going, hello. So I'm not really quite sure what to do with it.
Yeah, it's quite intimidating, isn't it? When you've got something that you really want to make a good job of. Something's been bugging me about this and I couldn't figure it out, and I've just realised what it is. Now it makes sense. Now I've noticed, I realise what it is. Which is that this orc doesn't have any nipples, but But then, seeing as orcs are supposed to be fungus based and don't reproduce in a conventional mammal way,
then they won't need any.
Then they wouldn't need any, and that's why. But it was something about it. I just kept thinking, like, there's something not quite right there. I just couldn't put my finger on it, and now I've figured it out. But now I can stop worrying.
As if you were worrying.
Yeah.
Worried about the orcs and you
No, right. Stop thinking about it then. Stop thinking about it. Stop
trying to figure out what was wrong.
Yeah. Nothing. I just looked up and saw that Tony had put one laughing emoji thing on.
Yeah, Tony says Millie, which is Tony's dog, is 6 and still doesn't like rain or wind or outside or being awake. See, our puppy, our dog, died 2 years ago and he was 15 and he didn't like any of those things either. Or even acknowledging your existence. Just sit in his chair. We had to get him a chair so he was higher up, keep him warm. Then we had to cut the legs off the chair because he couldn't quite get up in his later years. And then he used to come home from work, and normally a dog would run up, don't it? Like, you know, oh, you're home. And you just like open one eye and then shut it again. And that was it.
So this evening's painting is, I'm afraid, going to be me putting progressively different shades of green onto this orc.
That's why you need to constantly talk to us so that we can, you know, hear your wonderful voice and find out all the awesome things. Why is your painting wet palette holder thingy around your microphone?
Because I needed somewhere to put it, and I just thought, oh, I'll drop it on there so I don't lose it.
Yeah. Yes, you'll have to regale us with your dulcet tones, my darling.
Okay.
Tony says, I love being inside when it's stormy out there, especially when tucked up in bed. It's really, really relaxing. But I grew up on the coast. Oh, you see, the rain is very loud here because we're in the orangery, so we're surrounded by a glass roof and glass. So when it's stormy out, you can see lightning and everything through the ceiling.
Which is cool.
Which is cool.
It's also quite warm in here.
Well, it's because the heating. Do you not want it to be this warm?
No, it's absolutely fine. I'm enjoying the warm.
So come on then. Regale us with your wondrous tales of game shop ownership.
Well, don't know where should I start. I've been ordering some stuff today. Ordered some paint and terrain and other bits and pieces that we've sold out of, static grass and the like, from a couple of different places. Got some cool stuff, nothing new though, this is all like replacements for things that we have sold. Got tomorrow I've got to unpack the van from the weekend. We haven't done that yet, we normally do that on a Monday, but we're short-staffed at the moment and people on holiday and what have you, so got to sort that out.
Wicked D can confirm for us all, in case we didn't know, that it's very wet out, having just picked up Eri from Girl Guiding, as the heavens windily opened. Perfect timing as always there then. Oh look, Wicked D's outside, let's chuck some rain and wind at her, that'll be good. That's the same as when you leave work, isn't it? When you leave work and it goes, oh, there she is, let's cover her in rain.
Yeah, some sky wet, as somebody described it to me the other day.
Well, there you go. You see, Sharon's got an interesting question for you, and a conversation that you can have. I've just poked myself in the eye, and it really hurts. Ow.
Static grass applicators. Yes, we do. There's a couple of different versions that you can use. So you can use a puff bottle or puff air bottle. So you sprinkle your static grass onto the glued area, and then you use essentially a talcum powder bottle to blitz it across your table and get it to stand up. Or you can use the fancy dancy battery powered statically charged version, which is like a small colander contraption, and you kind of shake it across the area that you want to apply the static grass to, and it makes it stand up, which is how they make tufts and things. They use like blobs of adhesive, and then you get the tufts to stick to it using this kind of contraption. And yeah, we stock one that is made by a German company called Nock, who make fantastic railway scenics, and I understand that most of the static grass applicators you can buy are made by Nock because they own the patent for it. So everybody else's ones that don't come from China are made by Nock, and they're excellent quality, but they do vary in price, and the one that we've got is made by them for a company called Gauge Master, who specialise in railway scenics. I can't remember exactly how much they are. I think that they're approximately £90.
What are we looking at me there?
It's because
Looking at me.
I knew that you would then go on our website and look it up for me, darling.
So the Gauge Master Grass Master Static Grass Applicator should be £85, but of course we're selling it for £80.
Ah, there you go, £80, bargain. Bargain.
And the puffer bottle thing, the static model grass applicator, which is also made by Nock, with the air puffer, is £3.75. Now I'm not going to say I'm not going to say that the prices should reflect the quality, but you know, one's an empty bottle of air and one's not. Sharon says, when you say talcum powder bottle, is it literally just that? What is it that makes it stand up?
Yeah, so it basically is, yeah, just like the kind of thing that you would get your like baby talc stuff out of, and the idea is that you put your static grass on and then you like squidge it like that, and it goes poof, poof, and blows air, and that makes it stand up. Or the other way of doing it is with the proper statically charged thing, and that makes it stand up like your hair.
This is a proper thing. The static grass applicator puffer bottle is a perfect tool to degrade your tabletop landscape or your bases with scenic scatter grass. The fibres are electrostatically charged in the bottle and are thereby upright on the glued in area. The effect is enhanced when only half full when you are half full with the grass. The static grass applicator is ideal for processing with 1.5 to 2.5 millimetre long grass. But yeah, basically it's a plastic bottle. But again, it's £3.75, and then your Gauge Master Grass Master at MLG £80.
Yeah.
Is a compact, agile and powerful tool. So there you go, you see. It's got 3 different attachments for fine, medium and coarse static grass.
So before we stock those, we've tried a couple of different methods, haven't we?
Yeah, we tried the Yorkshire method of doing it ourselves without buying anything.
Yeah. So we got some little like tea strainer colander type things, which were about that kind of round, didn't we? And we used those to shake the static grass onto the appropriate area, and then we did try rubbing a balloon over it, didn't we?
Oh, we tried also. Just to see, to see whether you actually needed a static grass applicator or you could just wing it with stuff from the house. Because we always like to, know these things. But yeah, it didn't really work. I mean, we did cover our train layout with grass, but it was no more effective than if we'd have just chucked some grass at it.
No.
So yes, as Tony says, that's your puffer bottle start charges it so it stands up because of the plastic that it uses, and then there's the other one, the battery powered, electrically powered thing with different sieves and etc. for different styles of grass. So yeah.
Awesome. So now I've mixed more forest green into the mix. So we're doing a slightly lighter pass over with this green over the top. So just picking out a few choice, smaller areas than I was before on the raised areas. That's what I'm trying to say. Can't get my words out. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to mix the Vallejo Game Colour Dark Green with that, and then we'll do another pass, and then eventually we'll get up to this one over here, which is Christmas Wreath. So the reason I'm back on my wet palette today, just thought I would let you know, is I tidied all of my, because I was working from home today, tidied all of my workstation up so I could use my computer, so I had a bit of spare space. And all of my in-progress projects sat on top of the tile that I normally use for painting, and that includes the Black Templars that are mid-construction. So there's loads of loose parts, backpacks and arms and heads and other bits and pieces over there that I didn't want to just chuck off onto the table, so I could use that palette. So I thought I'd get the wet palette out of the drawer and give it a whirl, seeing as we were going to be mostly just using this green and mixing it together. I thought it might be handy while I was mixing and blending, which is what we wanted to use it for. It's got some fantastic musculature, this guy. And I'm using my Series 33 number 1 Rosemary & Co brush, which is very nice. Yesterday I 3D printed some heads for my Black Templars, and they've been curing today. So part of the reason why I haven't finished construction on Black Templar models is that I want them all to have similar style heads, and you don't get enough heads of the type that I like in the box set. So I've 3D printed some heads that I found that I like the look of on Thingiverse, which I will use to customise my minis. That's the only kind of change from pattern that they're going to get, though. I'm not doing any kind of other weird upgradeness to them. They just wanted them all to have the more knight-style crusader-ish helms. Also, when we got our delivery in from Spellcrow, I remembered that I had ordered some of Spellcrow's Templar heads to try out, so they'll be getting mixed in as well amongst the ranks.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. Maybe one of, because theirs are a bit more ornate than the ones that I have 3D printed, so I think I might just use those for sergeant models and characters and what have you. So they're quite affordable, the Spellcrow upgrade packs. If anybody ever wants any Spellcrow parts ordering in, then please let us know. If it's something that we don't have in stock, normally takes about 10 days to arrive from Poland once we get the order in.
Normally takes 10 days to arrive from Poland and 3 weeks for me to actually add it to the website.
I don't know what you're talking about. You made good progress today, haven't you?
No. I added the restocks and I've added 3 things.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Alright, yeah.
Tony says, I still think you should have gone for a squad with black adder heads.
Mhm.
It's raining. It sounds like sleety, icy rain.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
like puppy's not gonna want to go
Well, it's
outside.
sleep
doesn't it?
anyway. Tony says the talent in Poland is excellent.
Yeah, I agree. That Cromlech are in Poland as well, and they make some fantastic looking stuff. We did look at stocking the whole range of things from Cromlech, didn't we? But the range was massive, and we just can't fit everything in the shop. Decided that we would hold off, didn't we?
Occasionally a line has to be drawn
Yeah.
somewhere as to what exactly we can fit in. Because it is getting a bit silly again now. And we're definitely not getting a bigger shop. So are you still just using forest green, or have you moved along?
So we're on a more close to neat forest green mix now. But yeah, we're still on forest green. It won't be long before we're on to the next one, but I do have to do all of his head, yeah.
So you really are to start. What are you doing for his armour? What's your plan? And why?
Sorry?
And why?
So, seeing as I'm going to put a little bit more effort into doing this guy, I thought that I might try and do his armour as neatly as possible in a kind of coloured style. So I'm not going to try and do non-metal metal because that's just madness for me. So I'm going to do the pads on this side, the squarer pads. They're going to be black. I'm going to do those as black, but we're going to try and pick out all of these kind of scars and what have you on there as damage, and maybe get a little bit of rust on there. The studs are obviously going to be metal, and the same with his helmet. Got some good horns. We can make a good bit of effort on the horns, try and make those look as realistic as possible. And then this shoulder pad, I thought that I might do that in a nice yellow or something like that, with a metal rim to it. Try and make it look really cool. Might even try doing some checkers on it to see how that turns out. So because he doesn't have any, doesn't overtly have anything that makes him fantasy or science fiction, this orc, I think he looks very much like a classic space orc from Warhammer 40,000. So that's what I was thinking we might do him as. Give him a couple of like glyphs on his shoulder pads and stuff. Something that marks him out as a goth, I think. Which is a clan of orc.
You did do a series on our YouTube channel, if anybody's interested, in the lore of some of the Games Workshop factions and things, didn't you?
Yes, we did. We did.
And I believe orcs was one of them.
It is.
Like you went into some of the detail about, you know, where they came from and etc. If anybody has ever wondered, there is that on our YouTube.
I keep forgetting that we did that.
We do loads. We do loads of stuff that I make you do, bully you into all these things because I'm a big meanie. And
No? What are you talking about?
nope, but yes. We also have painting for beginners, such as me. Step-by-step guides, all sorts of stuff.
Does Tesseract Glow go through your airbrush?
Yeah, you tried Tesseract Glow when it very first came out on different things, didn't you? And compared it to Hexwraith Flame, painted various things and did it over different base coats so that people could see how it reacted differently.
Yeah.
That was always cool.
That was funky.
Funky.
Wash my brush out, and
Yeah, so obviously our YouTube is, you search for Mighty Lads Games and you should be able to find us. We haven't named it anything silly. It's just us. It's just us.
so what I'm thinking is,
Oh, we love you, Tony. What? Cut you off again, didn't I? Couldn't I? What are you thinking is?
what I'm thinking is that I should really paint his gums a different colour. I don't think his gums should be green. So I think I might find a brown or something that I can make his gums. I would imagine that he'd be more like a dog or something, where they've got, rather than having like bright pink gums for his teeth to grow out of, I think it'd be like a dark colour, like a dark brown or something. Have to sort that out. Once we've sorted his skin, and then he can have nice yellowy teeth.
Sharon says, is that bust in resin or plastic?
It's resin.
Weren't it, from Spellcrow?
Yeah.
Resin bust. Tony says, I love the car and Tyrannosaurus videos on YouTube, both comedy gold and yes, we again on our YouTube channel, as always, we don't take ourselves very seriously. We start off thinking we'll do a proper video and then it just turns into chaos. So if you haven't seen the Mr MLG trying to put together a easy build kit for a 5-year-old from Airfix, it's recommended. And if you want to see Tyrannosaurus Rex fly, then that's also on there. And there was another one that he made fly as well. I can't remember what that was.
It was the Mantic Giant when
Mantic
I was
Giant
unboxing
flies. Yes.
fired the pieces across the room.
Sharon says purple guns would go well with that green.
That's a good idea.
Wiki D says, I thought you said guns. I was thinking, how is he holding guns when he has no arms? Oh dear. I hope you sat down with a cup of tea getting warm, Wicked D, while these weird thoughts are going through your head. He's got a gun between his teeth because he's got no arms.
I was thinking about some busts today while I was ordering some bits and pieces.
We do have a bust section on our website.
We do. Then, so I was thinking about some of the busts that we sell. So we've got some Max Mini busts in stock, haven't we? And they do a couple of funky ones, which are science fiction themed. I was thinking about those, really, thinking maybe they might be good future targets, although we have got the Reaper ones need to attack at some point as well.
Well, I don't understand what you mean by targets and attack.
Are
we
okay,
throwing things at them? Are we lining them up to,
shoot like
the orc's imaginary gun? Or
no, they'd be good things for me to have a go at painting at some point in the future.
Okay. I didn't know what you meant.
Right.
Yes, I have the Hellboy bust, which we don't sell, but I think we can get down.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
And I also have the, how do you say it? The Spellcrow, that pumpkin thing,
Diniac, I think it is.
I also have that bust, which is in the cupboard. Your orc bust, which you are painting now, we've sold out. So that's
have we?
Yeah. So that's really helpful, isn't it? This bust's awesome, but you can't buy it.
We must have sold out since I put the order in, because we did have some, that's why I didn't reorder it.
And you sold out of the beer.
Well, I've got a Reaper order in progress.
You need
so.
to get the Christmas
Yeah. I will do in a second.
Yes, your Max Mini bust is sold out in Commissioner. But we have got a bust section, and then if there is anything that's ever sold out, you can ask for an email notification when we do get stuff back in, so that you get a little alert in your email, so it goes like, here, I'm back in stock. You have to do the voice yourself, but you get it. We've got that studio busts as well, the female Amy Johnson.
Oh yeah, I really like them. I really like the crone one. I want to do that one.
Cats. You can't do everything. You're not allowed new toys until you have painted your current toys. I've just hydrated for you, Pete. What's still out of stock? No, it's not. Don't believe him. I've just hydrated for you. Look. Me and my water. Look, and Mister's going to bullet into you. We were watching Hamish today. And me and Ezra's art, he asked if there was anything that he wanted to change on his streams, any improvements, etc. And Ezra's art said lower the price of hydrates, and I said we need a super hydrate for Pete. So we were there. We were there for you, Pete. We were giving the suggestions that you want. What in your absence?
Lower the price of hydrates. Is it cheaper for it?
Yeah, well, he drowns Hamish already, so. But the same thing goes for our stream, everybody. I mean, hydrates apart, because we're not having a super hydrate. Because obviously we all know that Nathan drinks alcohol sometimes, and I really would like to keep him alive. He pays the bills. But the same goes for us. If there's anything that you ever think, oh, I really wish they'd do that, or I want them to change that, and change the music, change the things that are on the screen or whatever, or do something, just let us know and we will do our best to accommodate your needs. Moxie says, just glued together a large mini from the sub box. It's awesome, can't wait to paint it. Oh, that's really cool. And you'll be able to use it for the large mini for your RCL if you wanted to. I'm very happy that you like them. I helped pack them this month, so they're all down to me, obviously. I just put them in a box, but that tissue paper hand folded by me.
that mini is another one that I've had stuck together for ages, ready to paint.
Exactly, see? No new toys.
I'll have to
Pete
do that.
says you need the full support. Yes, you need that. Yes, sorry. We were trying. There was only me and Ezra in the chat there, so yeah. The fact that we both said suggestions to improve your viewing, we're trying to help out. Hamish is also doing his quiz stream on Friday, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to attend because it is bonfire night, and we are being made to go and watch some fireworks in Grandma's garden. I don't like fireworks, so it's not really a thing that I want to be doing. But, family and all that lark. So we'll see. Tony says, Pete needs a waterboarding option for Hamish's stream. The poor lad suffers for his art. He does. I mean, he could just put a limit on it. But, yeah, so he must like it. That's all I'm going for. He must like it. He needs those hydrates. You're just doing him a public service, aren't you, Pete? A public service. Helping him stay healthy. That's what it is.
That's it.
We know.
Looking after him.
Looking after him, that's it.
So I've mixed in some Vallejo dark green, which is from the Game Colour range, into my existing green mixture. And now we're just going to apply that in a progressively smaller highlight across the mini. So I've dotted in his eyes with some red. I want him to have some like evil looking green red eyes even.
Pete says, I saw a glass today with a timer on it that goes off every 10 minutes and won't stop until you take a drink. Oh, that sounds annoying. So what happens if you're like on a phone or something? I wonder if you could trick it just by wobbling it about. Mm-hmm. Tony says, yes, Friday is Kathy's birthday. Happy birthday for Friday, Kathy. Got her a random present this year that wasn't silly socks. Yeah, I don't know how busy the stream will be on Friday, because I know that Katerina Ergisart is also unavailable to attend. It's not obviously bonfire night in Portugal, but she's got stuff on, and I'm not quite sure if we'll be able to make it or not. But I know Little Miss really likes the quiz streams, but it depends if we can make it on time. So it might just be, if Wicked D can make it, it might just be that Wicked D wins again because there's nobody else there. I know that won't be very fair. Andy's doing a Disney section, so I might have actually stood a chance of knowing an answer.
Might end up with thousands of views.
Well, it might, yeah. I mean, just because we're not there, there's other people. But I'm just saying we're not going to be there. That was all. But yeah, my problem is we really enjoy the streams, obviously, and we enjoy answering. But it takes me so long to read the answers and know which one to press. I might know the answer, but by the time I've read them all and figured out that that's the one that I need to press, the time is gone and I only get a couple of points. Because it goes on, like there's a timer, so the quicker you answer, the more points you get. But there's 4 answers, and by the time I've read them all and gone, oh, it's that one, it's just, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. And then there's lots that I simply just don't know the answer to. And there's some emotes from Pete floating around, of course. Emotes that you put in chat do float around.
Yeah. Well, we like the Mighty Lancer one. I'm not sure about those ones on the bottom row though.
Polished beaten copper fondue set. Idea for cheese fest or chocolate fest. Yeah. It's been years since I had a fondue.
I don't think I've ever had a fondue.
I used to have a fondue set. And before I met you, a long time ago. Oh, thanks, Pete. That's really, really kind of you.
Thank you, Moxie. Moxie. Thank you, Pete.
I mean, Moxie's awesome too, but it was Pete that we're actually thanking right now. Hi, Weekend Geek.
Good evening.
I need to remember not to call Weekend Geek Wicked Day today. I know, it's because it's both purple, the writing's both purple, and it's got a W in it, and that's all it takes.
Yeah.
All it takes. Subscribing crashed Pete's stream. Oh no! You have to have a free hydrate for Pete just for crashing his own stream.
Yeah. Crazy. Are you enjoying your week off, Weekend Geek?
Oh, did you also see, Pete, just on a side note, that the little purple star fell into the glass with your subscription? Subscription and bits and thingy-majigs like that all go into the glass.
Cool.
Yeah, you see? Oh, Wicked D's here now to confuse me following straight on from the Weekend Geek. Weekend Geek should change his colour. Why is that then? Why should Weekend Geek change his colour? But then it... sometimes it depends on what screen I look at. But you both must have set... Oh, thanks, Moxie.
Thank you.
Oh, look, there's a hype train is close. I don't think it is. I don't think it is, Twitch person. I don't think that's close at all.
Thank you, Moxie. And thank you, Pete. Sorry I fluffed it.
Yeah, sorry, I got the wrong name.
Persuaded Moxie to do it, you see, subconsciously. Thank you. So have we got...
What?
I don't know whether another purple star drops into...
Maybe it just takes a while. I don't know what that's all about. Weekend Geek says, am I back on the 13th? As if you don't know. Is he back on the 13th? You won't know, will you, without looking? I don't know. The 13th is a Saturday.
Yeah, so it's the 14th, isn't it, that you're coming back?
Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, the 12th. I thought you were coming back on the 12th.
I like the way that none of you know.
Yeah, I thought you were coming back on the 12th.
Friday.
Yeah, because he was going to cover because we're heading down to Salute.
Yeah, London bound. London bound. None of you know. Oh yes, he says, oh yes. The 12th. What do you like? What do you like?
Awesome. So
yeah, you should have a little purple bit now.
I haven't got
pink. Oh,
I've got an empty
missed.
glass. Oh, there we go.
Yay! It's not all about. No pre-release then, he says. On the
oh no, pre-release is still going ahead. Pre-release is still going ahead. So yeah. Between you and Reese and Ross, we're going to go ahead with pre-release on the Friday night.
We need a proper thank you, don't we? Really, for Moxie and Pete. We didn't have I got so excited with little purple bits that we didn't get a proper thank you. Let's have a proper thank you. And now I've lost you. Weekend Geek says, sweet.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I've not looked for new spoilers today though, so I don't know if we've seen the Markov card yet. I don't know if they've revealed it yet. Looks like there's been a fair few new cards that I need to look at. I'm liking the look of the slug.
Pete says, please put a wig on.
Okay.
Weekend Geek says, I've seen some spicy vampires that I want.
Yeah, there's the new card that's a slug horror that I like the look of. Looks cool. And there's there we go. there's a new card that's I think it's Geralf Visionary Stitcher or something like that, which is ideal for a zombie deck 'cause it gives all your zombies flying. However, he's not a zombie himself, and I'm not really sure what I would take out to put him in. So he might have to not be in my zombie deck. Might just have to carry on with the one card that I've already got that makes my zombies fly. Slow vampires.
Slow board wipe.
Hmm.
That wig does actually look like it could be your hair.
It does,
with a really bad, style. There's a white enchantment that makes target player lose the game.
Alright. Well, that might be good for my Lavinia deck. I'll have to have a look. Might be some some spicy meatballs to add in. I know every time a new set comes and there's new cards and things, I have to kind of evaluate them and see whether they're better than something we've already got. Is that strictly better? I believe is the phrase that a lot of people use. So there's a new card from the most recent set that's already released, Midnight Hunt, called Consider, which I've switched a previously excellent card called Opt. Switched that out and put Consider in its place in a couple of my decks because they are more concerned about things being in the graveyard or like kind of discarded, which is what Consider does, rather than Opt letting you scry, because there's no point for me putting cards on the bottom of my deck generally, because I can normally get things back out of the graveyard. So Consider in my case would be strictly better than Opt, and it's always a hard choice. You look like one of those weird people that stand in supermarkets feeling vegetables. Yeah, I see what you mean.
You're talking from experience, Weekend Dick.
Yeah. There's a chap that I always see around town that has a hairstyle very similar to this. And he wears glasses that look a bit like this as well.
Well, we got a ginger beard too.
No.
So you seem to be very delicately painting the same green.
It's not the same green, it's a slightly lighter shade of green.
Moxie says, I was meant to ask, do you sell protective sleeves for the Bushido cards? I'm not sure what size they are, and if so, please could you link them in the Discord?
So, we do sell cards, sleeves, that would be suitable for Bushido, normally.
I knew there was going to be a but.
However, some card sleeves are at the moment very difficult to get hold of, and the ones that you need for the Bushido cards, I have one here, there. So these are standard card game sleeves, would be perfect for these, and you really need them to be double-sided because a lot of the cards have stuff on both sides. Bye Tony, thanks for coming. So you really need clear sleeves so you can see what's in both sides of the card. And unfortunately, a couple of our local players cleared us completely out of clear standard card game sleeves the other day because they wanted to sleeve up all of their cards for Star Wars Legion. We don't have any left. But I have ordered more today, and providing the distributors have them in stock, we should have some early next week.
Weekend Geek says the $2.99 board game sleeves would be okay. Is that not the case?
They're just slightly a different shape to the board game sleeves. They need like card game sleeves. I think they're 66mm by 91mm, same size as a Magic card. Excuse me. So they typically come in packs of 50 or 60. Although you can buy larger packs of 100. I don't know. Actually, we might have some of those in stock. But it's whether you want 100 for $8.99. Dragon Shields. Well, that one that says Prime Card Game Sleeves 50 count, I know that that is a lie and that we don't actually have any of those. We don't have those in stock. I don't know why that says we've got them in stock, because we don't have any of those. Because I sold all those the other day.
So it's your fault then for not selling them then?
Oh no, I sold them properly.
Well, when your stream finishes, and it is actually finishing time, you'll have to sort them out.
Yeah.
Sort them out.
Right, so, well, I'll finish this layer of green and then we'll...
Painting. I mean, we all know that you're still just painting the same green, but we couldn't see.
Right, can you see now?
Yeah, we can see that that's just the same green. Can anybody else see any difference in any of these layers? Is this how you like properly paint then? When you're not rushing for tabletop, is this gradually build up your layers?
Yeah. When I want to take my time on something, this is what we're doing. Pete says it looks blue. So yes, this is when I'm not rushing and I'm really gonna take my time on something like I want to with this particular mini, that I would gradually work my way up. And obviously this has taken me an hour so far to get to this stage from a very dark green, and it's probably going to take at least another half an hour to get anywhere close to me thinking that it's about ready for me to move on to the next part of the model. But we can carry on another day. Almost finishing time. Time to get a little puppy to bed.
Is that it? Because the dog is asleep.
Oh yeah, but it's no good him being asleep across your knee.
Is that on in the basket?
And yeah, Sharon says it really takes time to layer up. It does. You've got to build up slowly, make tiny little adjustments of colour, and decide where your light's coming from, and exactly like what you're highlighting. There's no point just going across the entire mini and doing the same everywhere, because
that's what I meant.
your light
through your process.
Your light source is coming from generally one specific direction. So we're going for it's coming from this kind of angle. I've got a rogue hair on my brush. Sort that out. Someone on YouTube commented on 2 separate 6-year-old videos today saying happy oh no.
So yeah,
it's alright because it hasn't
birthday.
It's only gone
Should we have to have the birthday song for Weekend Geek? Just while you scream into the void.
There is a mighty Lancer birthday, a mighty Lancer birthday. Someone has a birthday in mighty Lancerland. Happy birthday.
No, it's tough. It's tough. I've done it now, Weekend Geek. It's tough. I've done it. You're really old now. And Nathan sounds so beautiful singing as well, don't you?
Absolutely.
So how's that mini looking then?
It's okay, it's okay. So he only fell and his shoulder guard went in the green. But fortunately, it didn't splatter on any of the bits that I've spent ages painting.
Do you think that maybe painting not right over the top of your wet palette would be
Yeah, that might be advisable.
advisable? I mean, I'm not sure, you know, I'm just a wondering. So it is 9:05. What is your plan, my dear?
My plan is to just paint the top of this ear and then we'll call it a night. And then I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and a chocolate hobnob and put my feet up.
Now that's what you call getting old, Weekend Geek. Cup of tea and a chocolate hobnob.
Yep.
And they're not even McVitie's chocolate hobnobs.
No,
they're
no.
Aldi's
Yeah.
chocolate hobnobs because, you know, times are hard, lads. Times are hard. Let's whip it in flat cap.
Yep.
Yeah, just one, because I'll eat the rest. I mean, that's how it goes. That's why he's all skinny and I'm round. That's how marriage works. He gets the chocolate hobnobs out and I eat them all, and then I let him have one.
Right, let's just before we finish, I think tell you what we'll do. We'll just get another layer of red on his eyeballs.
Yeah, Sharon says, I always try to move away, but gravitate back right on top of the palette. Yeah, it's a bit like Nathan and his camera angles. He starts off in the middle and then gravitates to right at the bottom of the screen where nobody can see what he's doing. Like now.
Right then, there we go. So this is this evening's work. Hopefully you can see some change of tone in there and it doesn't all just look like one flat colour. There we go.
Weekend Geek says, I saw a picture of Nathan a few weeks ago when you first started the shop. He looks better now. Matured like cheese. He does look better now. He looks better now than when I married him. I've moulded him into the image of the man that I wanted. Where have you seen a picture of him when we first started the shop? Where was that?
I don't know.
Was that when Little Miss cut the ribbon?
Thank you, Moxie. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, we had a picture, didn't we? We've got like a little scrapbook, haven't we?
Oh, we've got loads of stuff. It's just where stuff is.
I think if you Google the store, it comes up with a paper article.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah. There's a picture of me in the Brid Free Press.
There's a picture of you in the Driffield paper, the Free Press, and the Echo.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you won't find pictures of me, but you'll find pictures of you.
I'm sure I was smiling, Weekend Geek. I'm sure I was smiling in that picture. But then again, this is me smiling.
Yeah, this is the happy tone, happy face. This is as much as it gets, isn't it, my dear? You're a bit like Jack Day, aren't you?
I know how to have a good time.
Oh dear. So, are you showing us anything else before we leave all these wonderful people to their lives?
No, I've not got anything that I need to show off within reach at the moment.
Okay, fair enough.
No. So, yeah, there we go. That's it. That's it for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Will you be marbling tomorrow, my darling?
We'll see.
Okay, possibly a marble stream. Possibly a marble stream tomorrow evening. Thank you, everybody, for coming along. Hopefully, we'll see you soon. Should be streaming on Sunday for a bit of Skyrim Sunday, all being well. And then back on Monday to carry on painting that thing. What was it? What? The snake. This.
The snake.
This.
The snake.
The snake. Snake on Monday.
It's still at the bottom of the screen, but yeah, there's a
Yeah.
There's a snake.
There we go. The snake. And once we finish the snake, we're going to be doing the troll that was in the marsh troll that was in the sub box. So there we go. Snake and then marsh troll on Monday, and then on Tuesday next week, I think I'm going to do a bit more work on my Grey Maiden if I haven't done between now and then.
You couldn't find the camera there, could you?
Nope.
Let's look at
It's because it was over here last time. It was over there. We had it on a different mount on Monday.
Thank you very much, everybody, and thank you for the subscribes and all just being genuinely awesome peeps.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.